If you've been thinking about taking a Christmas market cruise and one that includes Amsterdam, then you'll want to know something very important that we didn't know before you book, which I'll be sharing in this video. In this series, I'm on Ambassador Ambience, where I'm spending 5 nights from Tilbury to Hamburg, then to Amsterdam, and disembarking back at Tilbury. If you're going to Amsterdam on a cruise, it's good to know if you'll be docking in the centre of Amsterdam, or this place I cannot pronounce, but you can see it's quite a distance from the centre. This morning we were up and off the ship early without any breakfast, as we knew exactly where we wanted to be. Thankfully, Ambience was docked in the city centre, and it was about a 20-25 minute walk towards the main train station. There wasn't a shuttle today into the town, so if this isn't a walkable distance for you, then I would recommend a taxi. What I would call one of the main roads in the centre is called Damrak, where you can find all sorts of gift shops, where you can get the canal boats from. There's lots of different museums, and this road also leads down to Dam Square. It's also the road of our first stop today, and where our favourite pancake place is called Dutch Pancake Masters. We've been to Amsterdam a few times now and have eaten here every single time. They have so many options of pancakes, from little mini fluffy ones to huge crepe-like pancakes with so many options for toppings. I had the mini ones with Nutella, strawberries and cream, and Mark had egg, bacon and cheese. There are obviously a lot of other places that do cheaper pancakes, but I'm not sure they would be as tasty as these. We got on the canal boats directly opposite Dutch Pancake Masters, and this costs €14.50 for adults and €10.50 for a 1 hour canal cruise. The captain gave an informative but funny commentary, and even though we'd done this route a few times before, he taught us things that we did not know. Amsterdam hold a light festival which usually run from November to January, and have a specific canal cruise for this. I would recommend doing this, but probably only if you were staying in Amsterdam overnight or departing a bit later, as obviously you need to go when it's dark. We did this a couple of years ago and it was great fun, and here are a few photos from that. After the canal boat trip, we walked down to the main road, which I mentioned earlier, to Dam Square. We spent a few hours walking around Amsterdam and looking in all the shops, and I especially loved this Miffy one. We walked through the red light district, which obviously you're not allowed to film, and you can be fined if you do. I can't show everything that we looked at today because it's not really suitable for YouTube. In Amsterdam, the markets don't run for several weeks or months like they do in other cities. These markets are only around for a couple of days. And unfortunately, with our luck, there were no Christmas markets on the day we visited. So it's definitely worth doing a little bit of research as to when the cruise you're looking at or going on will be in Amsterdam. After exploring Amsterdam for most of the day, we headed back to the ship and had a drink in the lower deck of the atrium, and also next to where you embark and disembark the ship. We spent a bit of time in here just chatting, and then got ready for the evening, where we decided to grab some dinner from the buffet, which was delicious. Tonight's show in the theatre was called The Brothers Blue, but before that was a crew appreciation presentation where some of the crew received Employee of the Month, and it was really nice for the passengers to be able to see this too. The Brothers Blue show was again fantastic, as the shows always are by this performance team. This show was a singing and dancing show and another 10 out of 10 performance. As it's the last night of the cruise, it was time for the disembarkation information, which I'm going to show you here and pause to read if you need to. We had to put our cases outside of the cabin before 11 PM with our original luggage tags attached, so don't throw these away when you get into your cabin. Don't forget to keep things on you that you will need for the night and the morning, like medication, phone chargers, spare clothes, to name just a few things. After doing some quick packing, we headed to the observatory, which I guess you could call the club type venue. I don't have much footage from our time in here, as we did spend most of it on the dance floor and enjoying our last night. After a very late night, it was time to disembark, and we had to leave our cabins at 7:30 in the morning. The main dining room and buffet were open for breakfast between 6:30 and 9 AM, and a few bars were open but were operating cash only until 10 AM. Disembarkation was very efficient and easy, using our cruise cards to tap us being off the ship. Our luggage was waiting for us in the baggage hall and was separated into deck numbers and was very easy to find. Then we exited the cruise terminal and back over to the car park to go home. So that is it for this cruise series. I'd love to hear if you've got a cruise coming up on Ambience, or if you sailed on her before, did you enjoy it? if you've been on both Ambience and Ambition, which one was your favourite? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!